Yokoso and welcome. We're here at a crazy time because I feel kind of overcharged, to say the least. I don't know what happened. I just all of a sudden got a weird burst of energy, and I'm like, gaming, 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 and then I died. I kind of, well, I don't kind of want to. I need to want to do the do, you know? You know what I'm trying to say. And if you don't, unfortunately, I don't know how to articulate it. Finish the shop is what I'm trying to say. Also, good thing about this event, it has a good drop rate of those snake eyes. And before this event, I actually was in not dire need of them, but I was a lot lower than I would. Okay, bro, I don't want to hear this. What? Listen, I just wanted to try out this album. I didn't know what it was going to sound like. The album cover is awesome, but the album itself is not impressing me. This isn't what this is about, though. What this is about is that there's a good drop of those snake eyes. So I don't mind. I also have the CE for the snake eye drop rate up, and it's been paying off in dividends. Truly one of those bust a move moment, you know? Oh, nice. Of course I say that and I don't get one. Get away from me. But you know how it goes. That's just par for the course. Dark Beast Parle. Bloodborne? Gaming? Real? I really just need the low level currency. Because I just need the blue gems and that'll do her. But I think it would also be cool, you know, to get the statues and monuments. I kind of need some of them. There are some that I really don't need, but, you know, I'd rather get them now when I don't need them than be up a creek, I don't know, 4 months from now when I get 7 writer servants out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get where I'm coming from, right? It makes sense. C-E-N-T-S. Oh, well, it does to me. It is a very gorgeous idea to me. Get away from me. A good song? I mean, I guess we're only on song, I think, 4. Yeah. We got, I think, 9 more. That means 7. No, I mean 9. Eh. Eh. I've heard this song before, I think. No. This is crazy. Black Lolita normally makes music I find nice. But so far, none of these songs have really hit. This is their second solo album according to the album cover. And I mean, we have no reason not to believe it, so I don't know. Maybe number 2 is not for you. And I'm you. Yeah, anyway, dude, I'm not keeping that album. The art's awesome, though. I'll tell you that much. It's one saucy hibachi, I'll say that. Anyway, next album. I don't really want to listen to that. I'm going to listen to this one called Requiem. Who made this one? It's Tomoki Hirata album. I think they make house music. I think. Sounds like it. Hey, see? Yay, 230. I swear I only had 100 and something when this event started. I mean, sure, there was, I think, 60 in the shop or 40 in the shop. There was a lot in the shop, but nonetheless, like, a lot of them have just come from this. So I'm sitting pretty. Also, a bunch of those one items of Van Gogh needed a good amount that I was scared I wasn't going to have enough of. But then the event gave some, so I barely had enough. That one item that kind of looks like an urn, those dropped pretty earnestly. You think you can bust a move? Well, check this out. Explodes violently. Shrapnel everywhere. The ooey gooey is in your eyes. I mean, I don't think people are going to think blood and guts if you say the ooey gooey. They might think something else. I mean, I think of marshmallows, honestly. If someone says the ooey gooey is in your eyes, I'd be like, oh, where are they, marshmallows? But that's just me. Oh, so I opened Instagram, not because I had any particular reason to. See, I don't have it on my phone, and I only ever do it when I need to open a link to something. And I see that I had 3 messages, and one of them was from my sister, so I didn't check it. Another one was from my mom, so I checked that. And she sent me, it was a announcement that they're releasing a mint chocolate frosty for Girl Scouts whatever day on the 20-somethingth of February. And I'm like, okay, see, now that's me content. You know I like Frosties. Am I a big head for Wendy's? I can't eat Wendy's food, really. Like, you know, I don't eat meat, so unless I want to get the house salad, I really can't have anything. Or fries. But I like their ice cream a lot. Unironically, I really like Frosties. Every time there's a new flavor, I usually drag my younger brother with me to go and try it. I say it like I'm having to force him against his will, but I mean, everyone likes ice cream unless maybe you have, like, I don't know, a dairy allergy. Because I'm lactose intolerant, and it tears up my stomach, and I still like to eat ice cream. Just straight up, dog, I just like ice cream a lot. I really like ice cream. There is no joke. There is no meme. I'm full of steam, and that steam is called ice cream. So yeah. I'm looking forward to that. I don't think there's a flavor right now, and if there is, I really don't care, because I can just wait until 20 days from now. I'm just happy we're finally getting some good music. You don't know, but I've listened to several AD... Nah, not even just 80 albums. They've been Diverse System albums. I listened to a lot of them lately, and most of them have been not to my taste, which is rare, because normally Diverse System publishes anything, and I'm usually eating it up like baby food. But the albums I downloaded was not chowing down. Would I say this is, you know, clap your hands to the beat music? Not really. But is it better than most of the albums I've heard recently? Yeah, honestly. There was, of course, some really good hits in there that were really tasty, and, you know, I eat those again. But a good chunk of them either only had one song on them I liked, or I just don't want to associate with them ever again. Is this a non-stop album? It's kind of smelling like it. But yeah, it's good taste, no waste. Omoide Records, they announced after 12 years of publishing music, they're shutting down today. That's pretty sad, I guess. I mean, I say that, but I think I've only ever listened to one of their albums. I followed them on Bandcamp, I think last month, with the intent of listening to all their discography, which makes it easier for me now. There's no new music coming from them. Speaking of new music, Lost Frog Productions, they released a new Mashcore album. I posted it in the Discord, and it's actually kind of really good. I actually really liked it. See, I love me some good Mashcore. I don't really, no, that's not true. I listen to Mashcore from time to time, and it tastes pretty good. Smells better than it tastes most of the time, but, you know, some good Mashcore came out. The first song samples the episode of SpongeBob about Wormy, when they had said, he's going through the front, we gotta take the secret entrance, and they go through that big cave, and then they appear inside the Krusty Krab through a big cave. They sample that, but it's called SpongeBob and Patrick. Does it go in the secret entrance and fall into the void? So instead of them coming out of the entrance, they just start screaming like when they were... I don't remember where the scream is sampled from. I don't think it was from the same episode because it sounded more like they were falling. I think it was when they were climbing the mountain in the box and Squidward kicked it. I think that's where that sample of them screaming comes from. But either way, that happens, and it's also a girls band cry themed album, which is crazy to me. So it's a mashup of it's just mashcore, and then toss in the SpongeBob clips, and then the girls band cry clip, and it's tasty as all spoon-fed tuna could be, man. But I sent it to a friend of mine who likes girls band cry a lot, and they had asked, why are SpongeBob and Patrick there? And then I was all like, I don't know, I said something funny. Well, honestly, I said it's because they went in the secret entrance, which I guess isn't that funny, but... You unstupable. I'm getting so sick of this CE. I mean, Aggravain will be proud. Because, you know, it does extra damage against female servants. So, Aggravain would be proud. Me, on the other hand, pretty indifferent. Hang on. Okay. We're so back. Do cherries grow on a vine? No, cherries grow from a tree. Huh. Then why are cherry berries? No, they grow from a tree in Pokemon. Everything that's berry-wise grows on those tiny trees in Pokemon. So then they're not berries, right? Because berries grow on bushes. There's no tree berries to my name. Wait, what? To my knowledge is what I meant to say. Can berries grow on trees? Yes, okay, never mind. My fault, OG, my fault. Okay, but there are few trees that yield berries. Okay. They usually grow on bushes. So then every, I guess, berry in the Pokemon universe is just weird and abnormal by our standards. Does that mean that few berries will yield bush-bearing plant surrogates? You feel what I'm saying, what I'm going through? How do? Let's see, what are some examples? Oak leaf holly, pink dogwood, sweet viburnum. Oh, that one can be a bush or a small tree. What? A rowan. Yew. Oh, like the thing that Robin Hood does. You bow, and then he shoots you. Canada buffalo berry, elderberry. Oh, I know that one. Hawthorn. Oh, I know that one too. Serviceberry. Never heard of that. Cornelian cherry. Not sure what that is. Strawberry tree. Strawberries grow on trees? I thought strawberries grow on vines. Like, not vines, but like on runners. You know, like just those long roots. I thought that's what. Wait, what? It's just, I mean, if you call that a tree, I mean, I guess. I thought they were more like, I don't know. I mean, no. When they're bigger, they definitely look. No, that still doesn't look very tree-like. It more just looks like a mess of leaves. But I guess it's a small tree. No, okay, there's the bark, so I guess it's a tree. It's not herbaceous. I don't know, dog. I mean, this should be my field of... This should be my frame of reference, but it is not. I'm kind of thinking about giving up on my biology degree and going to study... I almost said herbology, botany. Herbology? The study of herbs? I gotta check Discord. For that D&D group that I'm in, I think everyone's playing this Sunday. Yep. Everyone confirmed they were ready, and then I was the last person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I heard this song. On a different album. This must just be a greatest hits of their works. The album's called Requiem. I didn't think that meant like repeat quiem. But yeah, I gotta first get money from the government to go back to school, which I don't think that's happening. I think like government aid for schooling was shut down or something. I don't know. I don't follow news, but one day my parents were talking about it and I was like, oh, that applies to me. Yes, I'm a low income individual. Yes, that's the only way I've been able to afford going to school. Yes, that's how I paid for all of my courses up until this point. Was that I qualified for government, benefits. And see, the thing is, I could probably qualify for like a school benefit because I've done really good. Like, I again, please, I'm not bragging. I'm not saying I'm a smart fella. I'm more saying just that I just do good on tests, okay? I just do good in the academic sense when it comes to book knowledge and stuff. Because if I want to remember something, I usually can remember it 5 ever, as you have seen by me remembering weird stuff from several years ago in like every conversation I ever have with people. But, that usually pays off pretty well when it comes to the academic scene. But, what are we talking about? Oh yeah. Cherries grown on trees. I don't know. I never considered that a tree, but I guess if it's bark having, then it is. I don't know if that classifies it particularly as a tree, but it's herbaceous. No, because bushes have, that. I remember when I was a lad, when I was but a sapling, there was bushes in front of my grandma's house, and I always wanted to just jump into it. I always had this just the strongest urge. And one time I told that to my mom, and she said, if you do that, you're going to get covered in bugs. And, of course, I thought, I really don't want that to happen. Another thing I wanted to do, which is have like a box of just something. Okay, honestly, it was Legos is what I thought. And then I wanted to just dump them all inside of the bush. No particular reason. It's not like I didn't want them or something. It's just I wanted to see the bush effectively devour them. Not actually eat them, but them just get lost within the fibers of the bush. And it was not just one bush. It was a bunch. It was the entire front was just bush by bush by bush by bush. You would have thought it was one giant bush. It was a bunch of several bushes, but they just were all on top of each other. They were not the leaf-bearing ones, but more like pine, like those bushes that they just kind of stay green all year long. and they're kind of rubbery, not rubbery, like waxy to touch. They're not artificial, they're alive, but they just have like that pine needle type feel to them. Get away from me, Google. I just wanted to see some pictures. Yeah, here it is. I found a pic. No, that's not it. The ones I'm thinking of are a lot. You know, I could always drive by her house. It's not her current house. It's the one she used to live in. Oh, no, I found a picture. They just called them an evergreen shrub. I guess that's just what they're called. But they're kind of like raggedy looking, kind of like crumpled up tissue. And yeah, I mean, they're neat plants. Kind of not really the plant you want to get free K with, but they are cool plants. What's a plant you do want to get free K with? Maybe like some moss. I think moss is a real freaky plant if I'm going to keep it a buck with you a stack. If I'm going to be on the attack, if there is nothing that we lack, I think they should bring moss back. Let me take a crack at that filled sack. I bit the back of my tongue a few days ago, and it's kind of sore still, but it's mostly healed, which is great, because yesterday it felt like I was talking sideways. I don't think that makes sense unless it's happened to you, but just the back of my tongue would touch my back teeth and it would be painful, so I would just, when I felt the pain, contort my tongue to get away from it, which meant that I was pronouncing words kind of weird, as in everything kind of ended with a sound like a TS.
We can reach to the top. We can jump till we drop. We won't stop. We won't stop. We won't stop. We won't stop.
Wasn't fun, but I'm glad that arc is done. Well, cover me in oil and fry me. What is that like? Seleri wa abura de itamemashita. Itamete kudasai. Itamete kurenai. Bag out real quick. Tap out, man. Tap out. Can I have something to eat? You know, I always stream when I'm hungry. Usually because I'm trying to avoid the hunger. Mostly because I'm trying to see if, like... Well, no, it's not. That's not even true. Usually I finish streaming when I eat something at the start of it. In reverse, I start streaming when I finish eating. I finish eating and then I start streaming. But... Man, I have so many of these now. Before I had absolutely none. I guess that's progress, but 2 steps back and 9 steps forward, right? No. 2 steps forward and 9 steps back, right? $300 to go. Don't even look at that right now. And then only really, I mean, honestly, what I really need now at this point, all that I really want to grind for, I guess, is the Ranza piece. Because that's what I have the lowest of. I mean, the saber pieces, I really don't need anymore. I mean, head explodes, it dies. Flamethrower starts spraying magma on me because it's actually a magma sprayer and I'm getting killed for saying I mean so much. It's so over for me. Someone please call the constable so they can prevent this from happening. Where are my tax dollars going? If not for them to come and save me from a magma sprayer? A magma sprayer? I mean, maybe a flamethrower I could survive, but a magma sprayer? I can't take that. Who do you think I am? So yeah, anyway, I really don't need the saber pieces. I need the saber monuments, which I think I've already bought.
Esta noche.
1, 2, 3, 4. I can do this. I can do this. It's almost curtains for you, Rama. What about you? I mean, you're getting there. Let's see. I'm gonna expertly make a post in the Discord. Let me update this. Grab. Whoops. Reply like this. Toss that into this. Toss this into that. Okay, now, whoops. Okay, wait, that's not it either. Okay, there's the game. What is she saying? Well, that one she said La Luna, which is the name of the song. Is that what she was saying earlier too? Lunar Princess Ronnie. Everyone point and laugh. This guy married a doll. And what did he get for it? A big sword? Yeah, and it's a really good weapon that scales well and has a projectile option. I mean, I guess bro just won, so never mind, dog. The moral of the story, marry a doll. I remember one time when I was in my heavy Elden Ring arc, I was talking with someone, and I had said, yeah, I mean, in theory, taking the Ronnie route is cool, because I guess you get married, and I get, I mean, that's cool, I guess. Lord of the Cosmos, or whatever her Age of Stars leads to, and you married a doll. And marrying a doll is fun and all, but wouldn't a doll lack a musk? Like, they wouldn't have a scent. Isn't that kind of lame? Like, how would you find them if you're lost in the supermarket, you know? You wouldn't. You'd just still be lost in the supermarket. There's no way out. You'd just be, man, I sure wish my doll wife was here. Instead, all I'm stuck with is being lost in the produce aisle. I sure hope that she finds me. I have no scent to find her with. Yay, Rama. Okay, Rama, you're now bond 5. Oh, cool, and 2 of these. Anyway, Rama, you're bond 5. Get out of my hive. You're no longer a worker bee. You're going to drown. Well, actually, I guess I should say you're going to starve, because that's what happens to bees. When bees don't have enough food for the winter, they just send out a bunch of the grunts. They just say, okay, dude, it's over for you. Get out of the hive. You need to learn how to thrive on your own. And what happens to those bees? I mean, they probably die. I mean, they might survive for a while, but you know, what are they really gonna do? They're just a drone. You know, it's like that one song, Stray Cat, where it's like, I'm just a stray cat, won't you take me home? You know that song? It's like that, but you know, it's just gonna live until it dies. Oh, that's just all of us, dog. We all just live until we die. We're all in the grand scheme of things, every single one of us, we're all just worker bees that were kicked from the hive. We just live until we die. man. Where? Oh, there you are. What bond is you? 7. That's okay. Alright, back at it again to the grind. But what was I saying? That's something. Oh yeah, we kicked Rama off the squad. Rather loud. Exploud is a Pokemon. Oh, I forgot I was playing a video game. Meriodase. Meriodase. That's that guy from that 7 Deadly Sins anime, right? Didn't that show get lame or something? I don't know. See, I never kept up with it to begin with, but I know a lot of people started complaining about it, and that's something I've also realized. Anime is usually really, really cool, but then it usually has a pretty bad ending. Like, the amount of times that an anime or manga, okay, I should say manga really, the amount of times that I feel like a manga has stuck the landing is far and few between, but the amount of times that I feel like a manga has disappointed the fans either because the author is smelly and just couldn't think of a better ending, or it gets axed and just has to suddenly end. You know, that happens much more, I feel like. In the defense of defenders, it's hard to write an end for something, you know? Especially if it's a grand epic. The better your story is, the harder it is to make a good ending. The whole you have big shoes to fill type thing. That beat that makes you take a seat. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of times it does happen, but just as many times when it doesn't. Silver Surfer, I hunger. But I think I'll just ignore it until it goes away. You know, they call that having sleep for dinner. Happens to the best of us. Sometimes you just have sleep for dinner. I thought that was a pretty widely understood and used idiom. Figure of speech, you know. But I said it one time and someone was just absolutely flabbergasted. They thought, well, what does that mean? And then I had to explain to them what sleep for dinner means, and then it's kind of... they didn't think it was funny. I mean, hey, dog, it's not supposed to be funny. It's just true. Sometimes you know, you just gotta have sleep for dinner. Maybe it's a lack of guap. Maybe you shop till you drop. Sometimes you're just going through a lot. But at the end of the day, whatever you say. Namu. On the note of not doing fun things, today I had to renew vehicle registration. It's not hard at all thanks to the modern solutions of the internet and websites that you can just go to and you just tell them, yes, I'm still ugly. Yes, I still smell bad. Yes, that's my home address. And then you pay the money and they send you a sticker, and that sticker you put on the back of your vehicle. And when you do that, the police won't harass you. Well, I mean, they will about something else as it is. It's just their nature, but you know, they can't harass you about not paying your fee to be on the road. Is it okay to do that? I mean, I don't know. I think it's lame that you have to have a vehicle, period. But that's just my, man, you know, it's just my fault for choosing to be born. If I just didn't choose to be born, if I just didn't choose when the first ferns grew on this earth, on this dry land, if I didn't sprout alongside them, you know, if I just chose to stay undersea with the rest of the algae, my life would be so much more free. But here I am. Terrestrial terraformer. Hey, I just got an alert on Bandcamp about Millie releasing a new single. Classroom Dreamer? Oh, is this a Rubber Human created song? Nope, it's a song related to the Chinese New Year. But it has the character from Rubber Human on the front of it. I mean, I'll listen to it at some point. I miss when I liked the band Millie. They used to be my favorite band for several years, but now I don't like them. Like, straight up, I haven't really listened to them. Sometimes I listen to them and I think, yeah, their music's still good. I've talked about it several times on stream about how I get this weird feeling of just of longing, not to go back in time, but just the days of when I listened to it and liked it. You know what I'm saying? Not so much as going back and saying, I wish I could listen to it for the first time again. But more that I feel like, man, I miss when I used to listen to this and enjoy it. I guess maybe what I'm saying is that I'm looking for the feeling of enjoying things again. That's not fun to think about. Shrug emoji. I mean, I feel like I need to stop saying that word so much. When did it poison my vocabulary? To this extent. Give me that. Okay, so honestly, I just want to get those. We have enough saber pieces, I think. And then I would like to get the rider pieces. And then, of course, these. And then I think I'm good. Give me that. And those. And those. And those. Definitely those. Some EXP. Some EXP. And I bet you're thinking, why all that? Well, I'm tapped out. Straight up, dog. I'm tapped out. I have no more EXP. Hokusai ate it all. She left none for the rest of us. Let me get some of this. Let me get some of this. Okay, cool. I can't even do a summon. Why did I come here? What am I still here for? Just to suffer? I think so. Okay, use your head, use your head, use your head, use your head. I need 150 of these. I need, 367 of these. And I need 250 of these. Well, I mean, taking anything is better than nothing. And nothing is better than, maybe being dead. There's not a lot that nothing is better than. I mean, nothing is better than something bad happening. Yeah, okay, there you go. So nothing is better than something bad happening. How close to you is? 36,000. And you? 279,000. Townsend. Let's do this. Okay. My feet are cold. I have socks on, but the floor is cold. And the floor is even colder than the floor my feet fall upon, because my feet rest upon a poputepupipik rug, and the rug is snug, but unlike a bug, I lack immunity to cold on my feet. So it would be much colder if they weren't even on this, but boy howdy do I say that this is lousy. Where am I? I got a message. Tentacles and serpent claws. Cringe, close, cringe, close, cringe, close. I have so many tabs open. What's this? Email, more like... Oh, I went to the post office. Technically. No, it's still today. It hasn't changed over days yet for me yet. So yeah, I went to the post office around the time they opened, maybe 10-15 minutes after they opened, and I had to send a package of those Legos that I sold. So, you know, big ups to guys like me who sold that. And then I had to drop off a document for my parents to get shipped to. So I did that as well. And it went pretty well. They didn't force me to smell a shell. Didn't even need to ring a bell. They had nothing to sell, because apparently I already paid for the postage when I made the listing on Mercari. Hey dude, I don't care. I sold it. If there's a problem, I shipped it. If it doesn't make it to that dude, I don't care. You're ugly, you're disgusting, I hate you, I'm going to kill you. I'm keeping my money. And see, it's grand because I found something on Mercari that I haven't really been looking for per se, but it was nice to find that it exists. Like I never thought I would find it, is the thing, so I've never really been looking for it, but I found said product and I thought, oh snap, crackle and pop. But bro was selling it for really expensive, honestly. Their original listing was $130, which I thought, okay dude, I'm the target audience for this product, and I think that that's absurd. I don't know what you think you're selling, but you're not selling a plasma to those who just got into a biking accident, you know. I'm not in that dire need. However, if I had $130 to just drop, I would, just for you. Just for you, dog, just for you. Just for you. But it looks like at some point they realized that, so they lowered the price to $60, and I thought, okay, see, that's still too high. I'm not going to partake in the pie. So then I sent them an offer for the lowest that Mercari would let me send it, and they accepted it, because who knows how long that thing's been listed. I'm probably the first person ever to send them a proposition. And the only reason I did is because I've never seen this product. I've known this product existed. I own a variation of it. It comes in 3 different flavors. And I was able to get the flavor that I've actually wanted and been looking for. And I thought, oh, snap, crackle, and pop, dog. This is my time to shine. And so shine I did. I'm really hoping they ship it tomorrow or soon, because I'd like it sooner than later. Alligator. But, you know, at the same time, being patient, I guess, is what life is about, I guess. No, I mean, I guess you be patient for long enough and then you die. So life is about taking chances. Listen, I'm not from Gloucester. I don't know, dog. I don't know. I don't think life is about taking chances. I think life is about moving at your own speed and pace and really doing what you want to do. Whatever that may be. Because people will say, oh yeah, when you're 95 million, billion, quadrillion years old and you can't get out of bed, you're going to wish that you danced on the Eiffel Tower. But what if I don't? What if I do that? And just have a bad time? So I'll refrain. I will not hold you in disdain, but I try not to cause myself pain. Craven? Like the raisin? This kind of feels like a final song. We actually have 4 more after this one. Tasty, huh? It's cold. Honestly, I think I should be taking the low level CE for this, but whatever. Hit him with that. Oh, hello. Normally I don't have my phone near me, but because I have it on my desk, I keep unlocking the screen and immediately locking it back. I'm sure this is some form of obsession, but whatever. Listen. I have nothing that you need to listen to. This is called progressive house, right? This specific type of house beat. I'm a lot of things, but not a progressive house expert. See, I know a couple of things about progression, but not a lot of things about progressive housing. I know a lot of things about house. I guess no. I know a lot of things about house. I don't know a lot about progression in any regard. Recently, I found out a friend of mine moved in with one of their friends. They did like a big move, which I think is nice. I hope it works out for them. And there's no malice hidden behind that. It's just remember when I tried to do that and how it failed miserably for me, and all it really resulted in is me falling out of a friend group that I was pretty close to for several years because of this, that, and the third thing. I hope that doesn't happen to them, is all I'm really getting at. And I mean, it probably won't, because normal people don't run into the issues that I run into. I don't think that's to say that I'm some type of cool individual who has wings growing out of their back and, you know, think, yeah, man, you guys don't get it. You gotta brush your wings or the feathers clump up. Nothing like that that's cool. It's more that I just suck in very specific ways. So I run into issues that are a result of me sucking in my specific ways. You following me? It's like the Stegosaurus song from that episode of Billy and Mandy with the Spider Queen. You know, the one where they say, my wife's a Stegosaurus, a funny looking dinosaur. My neck is long, my legs are short. I look like I was put together wrong. And then I don't remember the lyrics after that. It's problems like that, you know what I mean? I'm not short-legged and neck long, but it's kind of like I was just put together wrong. So I run into really lame issues where I think, man, if I was just like a regular individual, I wouldn't be facing this issue right now, but just this, that, and the third thing led me to use the Pokemon move Fling while holding an iron ball. Alright, I've done it, Luigi. I've actually started to burn down to my life force. So, like the stream team, All That Green said, I started streaming because I had an unhealthy amount of energy it just hit me like a truck, just out of nowhere. I just felt like I'm ready to ride. But I think that manic energy is starting to wear off. I don't know where it came from either. I mean, sometimes this does happen where I just feel super energetic and I feel like I just want to run around in circles until I fall asleep. And if I indulge it, one of two things happens. Either I actually do get tired, or I just go into this weird frenzy, fervor, if you will, where I'm just not able to fall asleep. And sometimes it's lasted for several days, usually just 2. I think I've seen it pass a little over 2 days because of the same energy that's afflicting me now. Normally it doesn't happen that much. It happened a lot when I was less of a sapling and more of a bud per se. You know, in that stage of floral development for me. Anyway, yeah, so that used to happen a lot more where I just felt this weird just energy where I knew that if I wanted to, I could pick up a refrigerator and suffer no negative consequences. But like I said, that really doesn't happen too often. If anything, I get to a certain threshold where I know that one of those episodes, so to speak, is coming through, and a lot of the times I can just kind of quell it out by indulging it. Where nowadays I do something like this where I have a sudden stream and I just try and do my normal routine and just burn energy at its normal rate, and it's usually successful. Of course, there have been times where it's not, and it's a blast of the past. Master Blaster. But not this time. Not this time. I will finish the shop though, if you were worried. Don't worry about it, Luigi. We are going to finish the shop, at least to the best of our abilities. You know, it's about having fun, and the fun we have is having fun. Because I need to make sure that by tomorrow that we are doing all those quests that were unlocked. There's only, I think, 2 days or so left on those. Like, I need to dial in. I also need to finish doing the master missions for the week. I am in a sour spot. This is not where we want to be. It's like, what is it? Roy's F tilt. You know, we hit the sour spot on that Smash Brethren beat. My younger brother's been playing that one Spider-Man 2 game. He played it on the PS5, but now he wants to play it on the computer. He said that his motivation for doing so is because he wants to see what his feelings are about the game now that some time has passed. And he says it has been abysmal trying to play the game. It just keeps crashing at certain parts. And he had said that people with better setups than he has have been having the same issues, so it's just something lame. But I guess there was a hot fix, he had said, and he was showing me he's still at the beginning of the game because, you know, he hasn't been able to play it at the part where you're fighting Sandman, and he's been having this issue where the cutscenes that play out, they're slideshows, and they sure were slideshows when I saw it. And sometimes in gameplay, it would just pause for a second. I use that on the wrong turn, but I don't think it hurts really. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. It's not like she loses her attack buff next turn. I'm just an old man who can't cast a spell. See that tree? It is already fell. Ring the bell. I have something to sell. Your anxieties I'm going to quell. Sweaty Speedo smell. Tawara Tota. Dead. How close we is. Yes, indeed. 120 more of these shields to go, Batman. Busta Rhyme. Oh, that's a rapper, right? I meant to say Busta Move. You think these snakes are super light? You know, they float like this not because of magical powers, but just because they're lighter than air. You know how like the Pokemon Wailord, how it should be able to float just because of its density in theory? I don't know how it works per se, but you know the whole thing with density. What is it? It's like mass divided by volume or something like that. And I guess given its mass and volume, that it shouldn't be, it should float. It should be less dense than air. Is it like that maybe? Maybe this thing weighs 40 grams, but is this big, so given its density, it floats? You think that's the case? Kill. I drank an energy drink earlier. It was later in the day than I normally would, but I was crashing fast. I've been up for a good while today, actually. I got up really early with intent to go to the post office right when it opened, and I did. I mean, I got there maybe... So I left the house about 10 minutes later than I originally planned. Not because I overslept, but just because I was hanging out, and I thought, you know, they just opened. What good does it do me to be the first customer, dog? Nothing. Because I would just be the first customer and then go home. I could see if I had other errands to do, and I thought, okay, bro, on a time crunch, get in, get out, that's what it's all about. But I didn't have any of that going on, so I decided to slow my roll. You know, have some fun. Eat an egg salad sandwich. If I had one. Honestly, I should make some egg salad. I made some last year, and that was the last time I made some egg salad. I made it with avocado. But, you know, I'm a big fan of egg salad. I've mentioned it before, and if you were there for that one time we were watching that episode of SpongeBob on stream, and when Bubble Bass said, what did he say? He's like, these egg salad sandwiches are delicious, I screamed. So it's no surprise I'm a big fan of egg salad. I just don't eat it that often. The last time I made a bunch of egg salad, and hey, Space Cowboy. How do you doing the do going all the way through? But yeah, egg salad. Last time I made a bunch, and I didn't get sick of it. I mean, by the end of it, sure, I thought, this isn't bad, but I kind of wish I had a little something else. If I could go back and do it again, I might have added like a sauce to it or something. I don't know. Maybe spice up the sandwich that I was eating. Or maybe eating it faster, because it got kind of slimy towards the end. Not like it was going bad, but more like it was just sad. You know, the egg salad was sad. Also, avocado gets kind of ugly if you don't eat it immediately. You said, what did I do today? I went to, well, I kind of mentioned it just right before you got in the stream, but I went to the post office and did some digging through old stuff, and that's all I really did today. My day kind of escaped me before I knew it. It was like I was standing on a rug, and it was snatched from underneath me, and I fell backwards and exploded. But I can't say it was a bad experience to explode like that. What was a bad experience? Nothing really. I haven't had frozen vegetables in a while. And I bet you're thinking, cringe. Yes, I used to only cook with fresh vegetables, but I don't have a job, so I have to make do with what I can, you know? And that's been frozen stir fry. And I've been out of that for a little bit now, so today I had tofu and rice and no vegetable. And it's not bad tasting. It's just, I don't know, like ordering a sandwich and expecting 2 slices of bread, but you only get 1. You feel me? It gets the job done. It'd be an open face sandwich, but you kind of want the closed face sandwich. Holy schmoly, I'm getting really cold. What did I do at the post office? I had to ship some stuff that I was sending out. Some stuff that I sold on the internet. Internet. You know what I mean? It really wasn't an entertaining visit. I mean, there was a bunch of ice in the post office parking lot, so I could have very well have slid and exploded, but I didn't, thankfully. Did not slide to my demise. Yeah, one of them sold. The only one that I listed sold. I don't know how I'm gonna keep selling. Like, I haven't really thought it out. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't stream the day that it sold, but yeah, it sold. So yeah, I don't think I've said that at all. The only person that knows is Zydeku-san, because I told him, like through Discord, I messaged him and told him. But aside from that, I guess that's new news for me to say on stream. So yeah, it sold. All the pieces though, so what I found out is that I have some Legos that are worth something. I have one that's a Golden Knight from a set from 2009, and it's worth hundreds of dollars in good condition, and mine's in pristine condition. So, but here's the thing, I don't want to sell it. Like, you feel me? I don't want to sell that one. So I'm not going to sell that one. I'm going to be in a cardboard box before I sell it. It's just cool looking. Like, it is just a castle knight, but their armor's all gold, and they have a sword that's gold, but like chrome gold. I have a lot of fun. Well, I don't have the set it comes from anymore, for better or worse. That was destroyed ages ago. Not because I like had a hammer and crushed it. It's just I move a lot, and stuff gets destroyed and moves. Stuff gets lost and moves. You kind of get used to it. It's not fun, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Complain? It ends up all the same. So yeah, that's that. But I'm just impressed to see that it has that much value. And I bet you're thinking, why is just a golden old dude? That's not even a joke, because the knight is depicted as being an old man when you lift up the helmet. Why is the golden old dude worth so much money? Because that's the only set that they've ever been featured in ever. If I was really doing it for the money, I would sell it and make a quick $200, but you see, that's the thing, dog. That's the thing. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it because I want to sell stuff that I'm not going to use, but also stuff that I think is cool. I want to keep because I think it's cool. Do you want to see. Your wish is my command there. Oolong tea. Moeru kurai. Moeru kurai. This. We'll go to Bricklink. So you see, these ones are in bad condition. You can't see it that well, but it says $55 right here. Here. But yeah, so like one in good condition, these ones in good condition are $300, $148, $239. And this is there's that with the sword and everything, it looks like this. Gold sword, shield that's golden, all gold armor, old dude. See, the thing is though, also as well, is that I changed this out for a green one. I still have the blue one somewhere, but I just think it looks better with a green thing here. So if I ever wanted to sell it, I would need to find the blue one. Anyway. But people still buy the helmets. I saw someone spend on Mercari. Let's see here. We'll go to Mercari real quick. On Mercari, I saw someone buy one that wasn't complete like that for a lot of money. Hang on. Oops. I can't find the one that I was specifically talking about, but shrug emoji, you get the gist. You understand. You know about the sand. So Lego, dang. And you said that it's cho kawaii. And yeah, I agree. That's why I don't want to sell that one and why I'm going to keep it. That was the last track. That album, like I said earlier, is not bad. It was pretty good, at least compared to what I feel like a lot of the other albums I listen to have been. I enjoy. We're not going to listen to AD Drum and Bass 5, because that's 2 discs, and I don't have it in me to listen to at 2 discs. Let's see. I think I have Google open right here. Let's go over to Bandcamp. In Bandcamp, we'll listen to our usual haunts of Ed Piano Vivace. One or two. Let's listen to one. It's too loud. Better. I have it downloaded. I could just listen to it downloaded, but where's the fun in that? Oh, you know that one Toho convention that I've been talking about constantly about, oh, I don't know if I want to go. There's also that DBZ convention that same weekend. I don't know if I want to go. You know that convention? You know it. You love it. Maybe, ideally, it's something or another. Well, I found out today that to add even more things of potentially conflicting with it, I found out that the biggest Lego convention that happens in Zawarudo is called Bricklink Chicago, and it happened that same weekend. So that's a third convention that I would like to maybe try and go to that happens that same weekend. And I was talking to that friend of mine who I would meet up with if I did end up going to that Toho convention, and they were saying that it's having some issues with management, so it might not even be worth going to this year. So I'm like, I mean, if they say that, I probably should just skip it then. I'm gonna try and go to all of them. You know, in all honesty, that's a terrible idea, but I think it could maybe work. So, if any of them is 3 days long, if the DBZ convention was 3 days long, it would work out perfectly. Fly to New Jersey, spend 1 day in New Jersey, fly to Chicago, spend 1 day in Chicago. No, it'd work. Spend like Saturday in Chicago, and then third day, Sunday, go to the Toho convention for the last day, walk around, say hi, say bye, and go back home. That's 5 or 6 flights. Terrible time for me. Horrible, constantly going, no rest. And I bet you can make it work. I don't think I'd want to do it. But, I mean, it'd be possible if that was the case. Let's check it out. Ha Con 2025. The 13th is a Friday, right? It is. Okay, this is doable. So actually, if I left that Thursday, was in New Jersey that Thursday, all good in the hood like it should, go that Friday, smell that air, get out of their hair, make it to Chicago that evening, in the evening, get some rest, do not suck on a breast. And then I go and then I spend some time in Chicago for that Saturday, all day, every day. Saturday there, go to the convention, do whatever, and then Saturday evening, fly to California. In California, get some rest, do not suck on the breast. This is time for the real test. Go that Sunday, last day of the con, Sunday there, and spend some time doing whatever, and then fly home Sunday, or maybe even Monday, depending on how it all worked out. It would cost a lot of money, but that would honestly not be a bad, like that is, there is a tech for that, dog. Like, there is a tech. There is actually tech for that. Especially since Brick World is only Saturday through Sunday. I got another CE drop. Are you serious? Make it stop, please. I'll post that in the Discord. But let's see. What about the Toho? So Toho Fest. Oops, spelled that wrong. Toho Fest 2025. Yeah, it's from the 14th to the whatever day. The 14th to the 15th. It looks like they're supposed to be having 3 guests this year. I don't know how many they normally have, but whatever. There is a tech. There is a tech. Oh, cool. We have enough of everything. Let's see how much this would cost. So, flight. Let's start with flight. Let's see. Flight to New Jersey, Chicago, and we'll just say LA. Sure, we'll just say Newark, New Jersey for here. And let's see here. Alright, so the trip to New Jersey, that would be, let's see here. The trip to New Jersey would be $200 and something. Actually, it looks like if you fly Spirit, it's $64. Actually, no. Okay, well that's if I flew like today. Oh yeah, okay. So $64 if I cheapest flight $64. Let's get the calculator calculating. Let's get that. Let's move those feet, young DJ. So from the home state to there, that's $64. And then let's see here. And then from Newark, New Jersey to Chicago. Let's see, so we would leave that same day. So I would get, it's okay. Looks like that's, it's another $64. Okay, then how about from Chicago to LA? Los Angeles. Oh wait, I missed a day here. Oh well, we'll just pretend like I didn't. So it'll be the 14th. So are you not gonna give me? Just tell me the one-way price. Why are you being difficult? $67? And then how about getting from LA back to the home state? About $100. So if I did this horrible idea, like the horrible idea of making all these flights, of going to all 3 conventions that happen that same weekend, in theory it'd be around $304. That's not bad at all, dog. Like at all. I could hit up KamehaCon. I can hit up Brick World Chicago, and then I could also hit up Toho Fest. So all three. But see, here's where the taxing part comes in. It would be the strain on my body, because that would be a flight every day for 3 days in a row. You know, it would be like, well, in theory, let's say again, I get there that Thursday before, next day all day in New Jersey, leave in the evening, and then I get to Chicago that night, and then I just get to take a short rest at the hotel or wherever, and then immediately all day at that convention, and then that night fly to LA, spend last day of convention in LA, maybe stay the night in LA, and then, you know, leave back home that next day. So yeah, that's if I had a job, that's really not that bad. Like $300 on effectively 4 or 5 plane tickets, not bad, not bad, not bad. The hotel fees for one night, you can't tell me if I stay at that hotel they're having the convention at, it's maybe gonna be $100. Like, it's not probably gonna be that bad. But in theory, let's just say that that's gonna be like $400. So that'd be like $700 just in traveling fees alone. Again, not that bad considering that it's traveling all that, you know. But factoring in other things like maybe merchandise purchases, eating, drinking water, things like that. So in theory, if I had $1,000, if I had like $1,000, I could probably pull this all off. But I would need $1,000. 1,000 full guap, which I lack at the moment. So if I got a job and held that job long enough to stack some paper, get some bread, accumulate some guap, then it wouldn't be a problem at all, dog. Say less, say less, say less. Honestly, if I had a job for 2 months, I could pull this off and have the worst weekend of my life. And I bet you're thinking, why is that, Celery? Because I don't know. I don't really like being in public. And having to be that much out and about with no rest, I don't know if I could take it. I might just crumble. One of those, I had a moment of weakness and I crumbled, you know. Proof of hero. Or pages. Decisions. We'll get some proof of heroes. We'll at least get up to 500, and then we'll start getting pages. Once in a lifetime. I mean, these conventions will be there next year too, so. What even happens at Brick World? I think it's just like you go there to buy stuff. Like, I don't know if they have any events or anything. Let's see here. So they have a on Wednesday. Man, how? Oh, this is from the 11th to the 15th. So on the 11th, which is Wednesday, they have like an opening ceremony, a workshop, Kids World on Friday, some type of competition, an event hall, social activity access, garage sales on Thursday. The event hall is from Saturday to Sunday. That would, okay, so I missed the event hall section. No. The plan was to go to the Dragon Ball Z one on that Friday. So I guess I'd make it for the event hall. Shrug emoji. I don't know, this doesn't sound like it really something. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Alright, I'm back. Oh, you want me to use Caligula? Okay. Fiendish behavior, but sure. Man, I don't want to use Caligula. Why are you so evil? Alright, Caligula. Take us on home. $100 win. You know, that's a good question that I don't have the answer to. Ooh, he got all of his buffs. I forgot Nightingale doesn't have her third skill buff yet, so that's kind of cringe. Really, Nightingale? Really? You let me down, honey. Oh, a Spriggan. Please. Okay, one more, honey, one more. I mean, he tried. You freak. No, Caligula. Or maybe this is all just part of a ploy so they could build up some bar. I choose to believe that. It was all orchestrated this way. My whole life was unlimited blade works. Everything led up to this moment. Okay, he missed all of his buffs, maybe not. Say again, my whole life has led up to this moment, unlimited blade works. Please hit a crit. I mean, you missed out on your chance. Stop. You didn't hear me there? Shrug emoji. Shrug emoji. Okay, might as well give ourselves some protection. Protection from arrows, but better. The ligula. Thank you for hitting Nightingale. Perfect, perfect. But alas, I see some good cards with Caligula. Alright, Caligula, I'm counting on you, honey. I need you to do this. You know what? I don't need you to do this because you are going to do this. You are going to do this, Caligula. Do it. I mean, he did it. I wanted him to hit a crit, but hey, he did it. Oh, goodbye, Nightingale. Hey, TheSelleri. Do it, Caligula. He did his best. Okay, now do it, Caligula. Do it, Caligula. Punch them into the stratosphere. Drop kick. Punch, punch. Kick. Nice. That went better than I thought it would, honestly. Let's go and burn this last 20 AP real quick. After this, though, I think I'm going to cover myself in oil and burn and fry. It's kind of loud. There we go. Finally. Yeah, but don't worry about it, Luigi. Sometimes you just go to bed and wake up and then you're just not dead anymore. Being honest, as far as guest voice actors go for we have it in slow motion. I didn't realize it. My fault, OG. As far as the guest lineup goes for that DBZ con, it doesn't look like there's anyone noteworthy that I would want to meet. I mean, they might have some cool panels, but I don't know if I would really... Honestly, as far as it goes for boats and shows, I don't think I might be interested in going this year. Honestly, the whole reason that the one I went to the first time was fun was because it wasn't that far from me, and I didn't expect it to be good, and it, you know, blew my expectations out of the water. So honestly, the only convention that might be worth going to might actually be that Lego one. But I don't even know, because I'm not even that into Legos. I mean, they're neat. I have a lot of them. But that doesn't mean I really have an opinion of north, south, east, and west. You know, not worthy of going on a quest. Yeah, not really enough AP to do anything noteworthy. Yeah, like I said, I believe this concludes our adventures here. We've done it. We stole the kitchen chair. Next up is going to be doing all this stuff. 1 day left. Insert scream. Which, I mean, if I do it on my own too, Napoleon has one of these that's 0 AP. Oh wait, yeah, we have enough AP to do one of these. Okay, cool. I'll get this thing oiled down real quick like, and then we can get all these done. It shouldn't be a thing, but a chicken wing. Good old Napoleon. What is this team comp? It looks like we need to focus on empowering. On focusing. Let's see, we could actually bring our recently newly minted... Nah, we'll just bring Lady Avalon. For no other reason than that's Lady Avalon, dog. What else needs to be said? What else needs to be said? That's Lady Avalon from Streets. We'll even give her the Lady Avalon CE, because she's Lady Avalon from Streets. And, let's see, we'll take Kojiro. And... I believe it's Bartholomew and Leonidas. We go like this, click on this, click on that, click on this. Mm-hmm. That's right. Let's switch this over though to... this one. No. Let's bring the puffy jacket one, because that's still level 8. The puffy jacket. Okay, let's do this. Let's get that thing oiled down real quick. Drown without a sound. And see, I'm not even hungry anymore, like I said. This happens sometimes. Eat this. Oh, that's not enough. Do it, Napoleon. His Noble Phantasm is really cool. Napoleon's just a cool character in general. He's the general. Oh my goodness. You don't do a lot of damage there, General. I'll tell you that much. Honestly, I don't trust you, Napoleon. After how much you underperformed there, I want you to get out of my hair. Underwear. What the? Big snake. Do it, Lady Avalon. Send that snake packing. Oh man, I stayed up later than I wanted to. See, if not for using Caligula and messing around here, I would have gone to bed about 30 minutes ago, but, you know, I'm glad we're having fun instead, you know. Sometimes you have fun, and sometimes it's not a one and done. Ouch. Oh no, it's not an ouch moment. That is. Sometimes the order is so grand you have to take a stand hand in hand. Mildly, yes. Just mildly. It's my fault for indulging, you know. I could have said, nah bro, sorry. Mention that tomorrow and then we'll do it. But instead I was like, you know, I can pop in and do some Caligula gaming for a bit. And look at where that got me. Pretty happy, because I didn't think Caligula was going to do it. I thought he was going to lose. Normally what happens when we do a Caligula challenge, normally Caligula gets owned, and it's up to Penthesilea to finish the job, so to speak. But Caligula did it all on his own, so that was cool to see, I thought. Definitely worth staying up to see. That's my boy, the Ligula. Caligula gaming, dog. What else needs to be said? He should be able to kill with this, but just in case, that's why I put his at the end. They only have 30,000 max health, so it's infeasible that super effective damage, unless Napoleon was level 50. If that was the case, I'd say, okay dog, tap in. We need a miracle. But no, this should just obliterate. Bro should become Stardust memories after this one. Yeah, see what I mean? What? Never mind. I'm glad I did that after all. Good gravy. Napoleon, you hit like a wet noodle. Hit him with that Jeez Louise, you know. That arts crit to do as much damage as it can. We've got nothing on Big Boy right here. And Sasaki Kojiro's the runner-up after this. Bro will hit even more like a paper bag. No wet noodle. Oh my goodness. There we go. That's some good damage. That's going to be significantly less damage because he doesn't have any of those NP damage ups, right? So it was, what, around 30,000 damage last time? Like 17 now? Ooh, okay, he overperformed still. Blue and green support. Listen, dog, I didn't think that it was going to be like this. And second of all, I had to pick Scotty. If I could have picked a different servant, you bet your bottom dollar I would have. And I just brought Lady Avalon because it's funny. And I had to bring Napoleon as well. So it was just over for me the day that I got out of bed. You know, I might as well have just not gotten out of bed today. I should have done an arts chain. What am I thinking? What's wrong with me? I kind of thought about bringing Merlin, but I thought, nah, I should take Lady Avalon. What's the worst that'll happen? The worst that'll happen. Honestly, the worst that'll happen is just that this fight is taking forever. It's not particularly going bad. It's just we're playing the long con because Napoleon's not being able to do damage like they should. Please crit. Thank you. Alright, I'm counting on this to take him out. Thank the bird. Oh wait, Sasaki Gojiro's max bond? Oh well. It was nice to bring him along for the ride. I didn't know that actually. Okay. Well, that salutes the sun for our fun. As per usual, I thank you for coming out. You can't see it, but I'm making a heart with my hand because you are the one I heart. Yes, you. Thank you for coming all the way through. While you can't hand my heart, you can heart this hand here times 3 from me. Strikes that same pose, I suppose. That's the end of our shows, but do not have woes, as I'll be back another day for us to play. So salute the sun and have some fun. See you later, alligators, and after a while, you crocodiles.